Happy Sabbath. It's good to see everyone here today. I have a few announcements that I'd like to cover, most of which are in the bulletin, but I did receive one that's not in the bulletin. The women's ministry will begin a Secret Sisters game again starting in a few weeks. Forms will be handed out to women 16 and up for those who wish to participate. And for more details, see Anna or Jackie. I don't think Miss Jackie's here today, so pile it on Anna. But they're going to start a new Secret Sister game for the women's ministry. There's a prophecy seminar that's going to be at Coleman SDA Church next week. It begins on Friday afternoon, and it's one of our previous pastors, Pastor Robert Benessis. He's an excellent prophecy speaker, so if you'd like to go to that, you don't want to miss it. He's very energetic, and he's on point, too. He's a great speaker. You'll benefit a lot from that. However, that being said, many of our ladies that bring potluck meals are going to be in Coleman. So if you stay for potluck and you're going to be here next week, try to remember to bring a dish. So once again, that seminar begins at Coleman on Friday night at 6:30 with Pastor Robert Meneses speaking. The women's ministry, there's a fall retreat going on at Camp Tanglewood, located in Mississippi. Check out the bulletin for more information on that. And the women's ministry here has been active. And last week we shared a message that we received from someone that got one of the gifts that the women's ministry is handing out at the oncology clinics. They're just little snack bags that have a few things to eat, maybe a small bottle of water, a glow track. But whose daughter was it?
She's the daughter of Joyce Compton.
Yeah, Joyce Compton's daughter, who's an oncology patient, got one of those gifts and sent a thank you text to my mom and said it really meant a lot to her to get those gifts from the oncology clinic. And it's also great to get that encouraging message that they're putting in there. So if you're able to help with those, just put your donation in the women and mark your tithe envelope women's ministry. Or you could bring snacks or small bottles of water. If you're not sure what to bring, see Miss Margie. She'll tell you what they need or don't need. And the August challenge for this church is make small changes for sustainable living. How many of you grew a garden this year? Wow, a lot of hands. All vegetable or any flower gardens? All right. That's really encouraging. I didn't do nothing. I'm sorry. I just didn't have it in me this year. But there's nothing like going in your own garden and picking that tomato or that cucumber and eating it immediately. There's nothing like that. That's the best food that you can get, is stuff that you grew with your own hands in your own dirt. So that's sustainable living. So thank you, guys. The health nugget for this month is adding Celtic salt to your food. And if you're not aware of what Celtic salt usually comes from the southern region of France, and it's a sea salt, but where it's collected, it gains a lot of minerals from the river outlets that come into the sea there. And so you benefit with potassium and magnesium and other minerals that we're deficient in. And if you just use regular iodized table salt, you're missing out. That stuff has no nutritional benefit. So look into your salt. That's one way that you can possibly improve your health that you really don't have to think about. Just buy a better salt. And prayer meeting this Tuesday at 6:30. We'd love to see you come out. We had a nice turnout at prayer meeting this past week. It's a lot better singing with a group of people. So come on out. And to all our guests, we have Lynn, that's fellowship meal. Okay, that's not what the bulletin says, but it's fellowship meal. Stick around. If you're a guest, I see a guest. You can go first in line at fellowship meal, I'm sorry, not potluck. And I think Tammy has some things she'd like to share with us.
Good morning and happy Sabbath. So I'm going to touch on a few things that Randy touched on with the women's ministry. God has blessed us to be able to make and deliver close to 200 snack bags with uplifting tracts in each one of them. We have delivered to 7 facilities: Blackwell Towers Oncology in Huntsville, Clearview Cancer Center in Decatur, Decatur Morgan Cancer Center, DCI Dialysis in Decatur, Freshness Kidney Center? Okay, Kidney Care in Decatur, Alabama Oncology in Decatur, Community Cancer Center in Decatur. And this is from Margie. I want to thank every one of you that have prayed, donated, delivered, anything else to make this ministry possible. This is a true blessing because it takes a while for them to get their dialysis or their chemo treatments, and it drains their bodies. So this little snack and the message is something to help uplift them a little bit. If you cannot donate snacks, write a hand message that we can put in the bag. Those are greatly appreciated also. Now, for our next women's ministry, we are in the process of contacting some organizations to help the homeless and to try to set up community collection boxes where people can drop off coats, gloves, blankets, anything that the homeless can use during the wintertime. We're going to try to have a designated spot here at church with the designated times. I believe that we can reach a lot of people if we post this on social media, that our church will be taking donations and make the ministry successful, blessed by God. So start looking through your closets or boxes of things that you haven't worn in forever. If you haven't worn it, I'd say in 6 months, you're probably not going to wear it. So think about donating it. That would be a blessing coming this winter for those that are less fortunate. And also remember that a lot of our families that come through our pantry have children. Children's clothes are not cheap either, so if you have children that have outgrown their clothes, their coats, their caps, their gloves, we will gladly accept those too. So thank you for everything that you do in this church, and I ask that you have a blessed and wonderful Sabbath.
Happy Sabbath, church. Happy Sabbath. I know a lot has been said so far, and maybe it's a lot to take in, so just take a moment, breathe, and I want you to repeat after me. Say youth retreat. Youth retreat. What did I say? Youth retreat. How many of us have youth? Don't raise your hand, just think about it. We're having a youth retreat in the month of September. What month? September.
What age range is considered youth in this retreat?
Oh man, see, if I say age range, then I might be limiting participation. So right now, if you feel youth at heart, let's talk. If you have youth in your home, let's talk. This is one of those situations where, how many of you know where Laguna Beach, Florida is? All right, it's close to Pensacola. The beach is beautiful down there, and we plan on going there on the 26th and coming back on the 28th. So it'll be a Friday, Saturday, Sunday retreat. A place will be provided for $70 a person, and if you can't afford the $70, let's talk. Let's get as many there as possible. They have a beautiful location near the beach, and we have great speakers lined up to teach your youth. So what is it that's going on? Youth retreat. All right, and I have all the information. Come see me if you have youth or want to invite. Maybe they're not a part of our church. Maybe they're not a part of Coleman Church. Maybe they're your kids or neighbors' kids. Or let's go. Bring them, okay? Let's have a wonderful time in the Lord in Laguna Beach, Florida. That's all I have. Amen.
Shabbat Shalom. Happy Sabbath.
No ignores estos síntomas.
Do not ignore these symptoms. Watch.
Tubuh Anda berbicara kepada Anda. Namun, bagaimana jika tanda-tanda peringatannya begitu samar hingga Anda tidak dapat mendengarnya? Ginjal Anda, penyaring darah yang senyap, bisa jadi bermasalah, dan ginjal itu memohon bantuan dengan cara yang kebanyakan dari kita abaikan. Hari ini, kami mengungkap 10 tanda bahaya mengejutkan bahwa ginjal Anda mungkin rapuh dan mengapa mendeteksinya sejak dini dapat mengubah segalanya. Pertama, kelelahan terus-menerus. Merasa lelah bahkan setelah beristirahat. Ginjal Anda mungkin tidak menyaring limbah dengan baik, menyebabkan penumpukan racun yang menguras energi Anda. Kedua, sulit tidur. Jika tidur Anda terasa gelisah atau terganggu, ginjal Anda mungkin kesulitan menjaga darah Anda tetap bersih, terutama di malam hari. Ketiga, pergelangan kaki bengkak atau mata bengkak. Retensi cairan adalah tanda bahaya. Kaki dan pergelangan kaki bengkak atau bengkak terus-menerus di sekitar mata dapat menandakan kerusakan ginjal. Keempat, urin berbusa atau berdarah. Perhatikan busa saat Anda menyiram. Itu tanda protein mungkin bocor. Darah dan urin bahkan lebih serius. Jangan abaikan. Kelima, gatal terus-menerus. Kulit kering dan gatal bisa disebabkan oleh ketidakseimbangan mineral akibat gagal ginjal. Ini lebih dari sekadar masalah perawatan kulit. 6. Kram otot. Kram yang sering terjadi, terutama di kaki, dapat mengindikasikan keseimbangan mineral yang buruk, sesuatu yang diatur oleh ginjal. 7. Konsentrasi yang buruk atau kabut otak. Ketika ginjal gagal membuang racun, bahkan otak Anda pun merasakannya. Jika Anda merasa bingung, pelupa, atau kesulitan fokus, dengarkan tubuh Anda. 8. Sesak napas. Cairan berlebih dalam tubuh dapat menumpuk di sekitar paru-paru dan dada, sehingga sulit bernapas bahkan tanpa usaha fisik. 9. Kehilangan nafsu makan atau mual. Rasa logam di mulut atau perasaan kenyang bisa menjadi peringatan bahwa limbah menumpuk di sistem Anda. Ke-10. Tekanan darah tinggi. Ginjal membantu mengatur tekanan darah Anda. Jika tekanan darah meningkat tanpa alasan yang jelas, fungsi ginjal mungkin menjadi penyebabnya. Tanda-tanda ini mungkin tampak tidak berbahaya, tetapi jika dilihat secara bersamaan, semuanya menceritakan kisah yang lebih besar. Jutaan orang hidup dengan kerusakan ginjal yang tidak terlihat tanpa menyadarinya. Mendeteksi salah satu saja dari tanda-tanda ini sejak dini dapat menjadi perbedaan antara pemulihan dan kerusakan yang tidak dapat diperbaiki. Ginjal Anda tidak akan berteriak, tetapi berbisik. Apakah Anda mendengarkan? Jika ini membantu Anda mengenali tanda